Hello everybody, today is Saturday, September the 6th, 2014. My name is Michael Wright, and this is the Weekend Elliottwave video. Just before going forward, please do pause the recording and read over our risk disclaimer. Okay, so an interesting past week. A lot of factors. A big trade that we had going into the close, as you guys are aware of, on Friday, the U.S. non-farm payrolls crossed the wires, slightly above 140,000 new jobs, but largely missing economist expectations, and to mark the lowest reading this year, which doesn't bode well for the U.S. economy. But however, August readings tend to be slightly lower on average. So let's see how things play out for the month of September, and if there was or if there is going to be any revisions going forward. But a big trade that we had that we called out was the Aussie dollar. Okay. This period it was interesting because a couple of factors. And let's actually go ahead and open it in the members area. Okay. The setup. We actually had a trade earlier in the. We had an Aussie dollar long. We got out of it. We were looking to re-enter lower, but we re-entered on the breakout. Okay, so this was the initial trade setup that we called out. Got long at 93.47. Targets were 94. Stops was 93.10. So a relatively tight stop. 37 pips, and the target are fairly well. And we did actually go ahead and reach those targets. I'll show you the setup, but always good to repeat certain actions. In my opinion, this was not an obvious, but a pretty clear risk reward setup, because a breakout, we came back to retest those support levels and then target 94, and that's exactly what happened. Okay, so looking at prices now, again, previous setup, this back trend line, and there goes to 94. So it did hit retargets. That was a pretty good trade. Now going forward, gonna stay pat. Actually, I do like this. I do like the setup. We'll see. It could reverse. I'm not negating that fact. But if it does indeed break higher, we'll look for those longs. Or if it comes down to test support and then breaks to the downside, I do like those short sides. Okay, so. That's the Aussie dollar trade, and right now we are in one open position. That one open position is the euro pound. Okay, so let me open that for you guys here and show you the setup. Okay, so we got long the euro pound at 79.22. Okay, this is the setup. 78.65 are our stops, and we are targeting the 81 level. Okay, this is the 4-hour setup. And we're still in this position. Stops are unchanged. Prices thus far, though, are in our favor. Okay, not too much, about 8 pips away. So we'll see how this trade does indeed play out. Support level here, looking high though, largely because support at that level, you have nice clear momentum divergence. That is RSI divergence. For those of you who are unfamiliar with it, it is basically prices. If prices continue to make new lows but momentum does not clear those lows, then you're diverging. So meaning a reversal is pending around the corner. Alright, I like to look at that always when trying to catch tops and bottoms, but with a sort of stance that is controllable in terms of a stop and a target. Okay, so now with that being said, from an Elliottwave standpoint, we would mark this. I like this 78.6 fib. It held to the downside. We can mark this as a wave here at the top, a B wave downside, and then now looking for at least a measured move, A equals C. that A equals C equals is 81. Then we have the 161 fib at 81.70. Our targets are at 81. I'll stick with that for now. I actually may go ahead and revise those targets. Okay, 81 flat. Yeah, I may revise those targets. Let's see. Or I may actually keep those targets, wait for a pullback, and then re-enter, right? Because as of now, you can see this sort of trendline resistance from the top that it rejected. So let's play this. Leave our targets alone. If it respects that resistance and then pulls back, then we'll look to re-enter at 79.86 for even a higher target. Alright, so that's going to be the play for next week on the Euro Pound. Aussie, let's stay aside and watch and see how that develops. Kiwi Dollar, very interesting for longs, okay? We'll look to get long on a breakout. You have divergence here as well, okay? So we'll look to get long on a 4-hour close above this resistance. That will equal a wedge. And then if we open up the time frame to the daily chart for the Kiwi, we have a lot of upside in my opinion. Okay, you can kind of look at this as a back test, and if we do get a back test somewhere near that 85 marker, all right, now this will bode well for the Aussie if Aussie comes back to break to the top side again. We like the 50%, so 85 will be targets on that Kiwi Dollar. Okay, looking to target 85 zone. So that's it for now. Again, it's going to stay with the Euro Pound longs, watching Kiwi Dollar for a breakout and seeing how the Aussie develops. Alright guys, thank you all for watching the daily Elliottwave video. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to email us at trade@rightinv.com. Or you can also email us at info@globalfxclub.com or Skype myself at wtcg.mike. Cheers and good luck trading.